Karen Waldrop, Director of Wildlife. I tell you what, who could have imagined when we went to Kansas years and years ago that we would have what's going on in southeastern Kentucky right now? The biggest elk herd east of the Mississippi, thriving.
Doing very well.
Let's look at our herd right now. Where do we stand? What are we looking for in the future?
We have an incredible elk restoration program in the state of Kentucky. As you mentioned, other states are looking at us and saying, wow, you know, you guys made this happen and above and beyond people's expectations. The herd has grown tremendously and grown very well, very healthy herd that we've seen over the last, 10, 12 years. I mean, just not exponential growth, but wonderful growth and health of the herd. We're very proud of that in the state of Kentucky, and I think it's something that we expect to continue for generations to come.
Somebody out there right now is thinking, okay, I do want to elk hunt. How have things changed from last year?
Well, last year you could only put in one time. And it was for $10 you could put in one time. And you would get drawn either for a bull tag or a cow tag. And you didn't know what you were going to get drawn for. Well, we received a lot of requests from folks, a lot of archery and crossbow hunters interested in maybe an opportunity for a tag that was set aside for archery and crossbow. And then we had some people saying, well, I got drawn for a cow, but I was really interested in bull hunting. And maybe they didn't claim their tag because they were drawn for a cow. So we decided this past year to go ahead and break it down to where you could put in, now we're going to have 4 different tag types. The 4 tag types are going to be bull archery or crossbow, bull firearm, cow archery or crossbow, and cow firearms. Now last year you were only allowed to put in one time and it was a total of $10. This year we're going to let you put in up to 2 times, so a total of $20. And you have 4 choices. You can put in for bull archery or crossbow, bull firearms, cow archery or crossbow, and cow firearms. You cannot put in for bull firearms twice. You have to pick 2 different tag types to put in. But again, you can put in 2 times. Now, you'll only get drawn once. You cannot get drawn for a bull archery and a bull firearms, but you can get drawn once, and you can put in up to 2 times, so it'll be a total of $20, and it's the 4 different tag types.
Preference?
Yes, there's not, when you put in for the hunts and you put in for 2 different tag types, you can't say this is my preference. My first preference is a bull firearm, my second preference is a cow archery. You just put in twice. However, the way we're going to be drawing it is going to be the first tags we'll draw will be for the bull firearms. Then we'll draw for the bull archery and crossbow. Then we'll draw for the cow firearms, and finally the cow archery and crossbow. So say you put in for bull firearms and cow archery and crossbow, you didn't get drawn for the bull firearms, you still have a chance with the cow archery and crossbow.
Okay, now a lot of people are going to say, how many elk will be taken this coming year, and how is that going to be broken down?
Well, so the opportunity will be broken down by the 4 different tag types. We're going to have a total of 800 tags available this year. 80 of those tags will be available for bull archery or crossbow. 120 of those will be available for bull firearms. 360 of those are going to be available for cow firearms, and 240 of those will be available for cow archery or crossbow tags.
How will people's chances go up? Some things stay about the same and some things chances go up just a hair.
Sure. With the 4 different tag types now and the fact that you can put in 2 different times, that right there, the fact that you can put in twice, could increase your chances of getting drawn. Everyone knows that probably the most popular tag to put in for is the bull firearms tag. So if that's going to be one of your choices, then your chance of being drawn may be similar to last year. Of course, that depends upon the number of total applicants if it's similar to what it was last year. Now, if you are interested in going and hunting for a cow and you make those your choices, that's probably going to increase your chance of being drawn.
Okay, youth hunt, something we've covered the last couple of years. Wonderful opportunity for kids to get out there. What are the ages?
You have to be 15 or under to get drawn.
15 or under, Gotcha. Now, they can still put in?
Yes. Youth actually, when we said before that people could only put in up to 2 times, youth for 15 and under can actually put in 3 times. They can put in twice for the general draw and then once for the Paul Van Booven youth hunt.
But if they get drawn for the youth hunt?
That's right. They will not have an opportunity to be drawn for the general. And we do the draw for the youth first, which is at the end of September. The hunt's at the end of September
Right.
for youth.
And again, that's only 5 that get drawn.
Correct.
And
only
it's a
5
big
kids.
area.
Yes,
it's
a great area. It's a great
That's
area.
before
great hunt.
anybody else gets to get out and get after them.
That's correct, with a firearm, of course.
Okay, something that's changed this year that is huge, that's a lot different. Let's talk about antler restrictions.
Right. We in the past we've had restriction of a bull, a legal bull, has to have at least 4 points on one side. That's no longer the case. There's no longer a restriction on bulls.
So if he's got something you can hang a hat on,
absolutely,
you're good to go.
It's a legal bull.
All right.
At the same time, last year we also had a spike tag where we had, I think it was 80 tags were for spike bulls. We don't have that anymore. So now the 200 bulls that are available for people to get drawn for, those 200 bulls are all any bull. There's no longer a spike tag, male animal with visible antler.
Visible antler, gotcha. What is the 3-year block?
A 3-year block means that if you got drawn for a bull elk this year, you could not get drawn for the next 3 years for a bull elk. You could still get drawn for a cow tag, but not for a bull tag. We don't have a 3-year block on cow hunters, just on bull hunters.
Okay, now let's go to the big picture.
Great.
Okay, let's talk about all the seasons and who can utilize them and how.
Sure. It's again going to be different this year than in past years, because now we're going to have an archery season and a crossbow season and firearm seasons for bulls and for cows. So this year, the bull archery season will be the last 2 weeks in September. So only if you were drawn for a bull archery tag can you be out there. It's not crossbow during that time, even though that's the tag, archery and crossbow. But the last 2 weeks in September will be bull archery only. Then we'll have the 2 weeks of bull firearms. That'll be the first 2 weeks of October is bull firearm season. If you were an archery hunter and you had a bull archery tag, you cannot hunt during that firearms week. Now, also on the flip of that, if you get drawn for a bull firearms tag, you'll get drawn for one of the 2 weeks, and that is the 1 week that you can hunt. You cannot any longer hunt. If you got drawn for bull firearms, you cannot hunt during, pick up a bow afterwards and go hunt with a bow. You have your 7 days to hunt, and that's it. And you'll get assigned to one of those 2 weeks. Then, following the 2 weeks of the bull firearm season, you'll have a period of time prior to the cow firearm season starting in December that you can hunt for with a bull archery or crossbow tag and a cow archery or crossbow tag. If you're hunting with archery equipment, if you got drawn for an archery and crossbow tag and you're going to be hunting with traditional archery equipment for either sex, for bulls or cows, you will be able to hunt from October 15th through December 9th, either sex. And then again, you'll be able to pick up your bow again on December 24th through the 16th. That period between December 9th and the 24th is when the cow firearms hunt is going to be going on, so you can't hunt with archery equipment during that time period. If you were drawn for the archery and crossbow tag and you want to hunt with crossbow equipment for either a bull or a cow, the times that you can hunt are from October 15th and 16th, and then again from November 12th through December 9th. Again, we'll have a 2-week break for the firearm season for cows, and then you can hunt again with crossbow equipment from December 24th through December 31st. Then the cow firearm season starts the 2nd week in December, and there's 2 weeks there. And again, you get drawn for one of those 2 weeks. And if you're a cow firearms hunter, you get that 1 week you're drawn for, and you can't hunt you can't pick up a bow afterwards and hunt. And you need to look at the hunting guide. I urge everybody to go to their hunting guide if they get drawn and make sure you understand what seasons you can hunt, because it can be confusing. Just like any other season, you need to know before you go out there. It's also on our website.
When does the actual draw take place?
The draw the last day that you can put in is April 30th, and then we will do the draw in May.
Gotcha. Now, all this information is readily available online.
Yes.
Give the website again.
www.fw.ky.gov.
Well, it's a wonderful thing, and I hope a lot of people get interested. And again, our website, fw.ky.gov, and 1-800-858-1549. Find out as much as you can. It's a whole lot of fun.